Hi guys, Ayaka here. I'm so excited because in this video series, I'm going to share with you something that I really wanted to share with all of you before I die and before you die. This is called the True Parents Theology. It's something that I studied at summer university, and it's something I really wanted to share with you all because this theology really explained to me who I am, who you are, why we exist here on earth, and how we can live the remainder of our lives to make it the most meaningful life possible. The content will be new to most of you, and it might even be contrary to some of your beliefs. However, a man once said that sometimes you need to surrender something. Sometimes you need to put your beliefs aside for a moment in order to gain something more, in order to gain a greater wisdom. So what I'm saying is, please keep an open mind while you watch these videos. Before judging, please watch all the videos from the beginning to the end. And once you finish watching all the videos, then you can judge for yourself whether this is the truth or not. In the end, no one can make you believe in anything because that power belongs only to you. And you don't have to listen to everything I say because I'm human too. I make mistakes. But you know who you should listen to? You should listen to God. So what I suggest is that after watching each video, please take some time to reflect and pray to God. Ask God yourself. Be like, hey God, today I watched this video and this girl is telling me this, this, and this. Is it true? God, what do you think? Is it true, or is this girl just crazy? Ask God yourself. And whatever God tells you, you should believe in him. If you don't have a religion, or if you don't know how to pray, that's okay. Just go to a room, like alone, someplace calm, and deeply reflect on what you just saw, what you just watched. And ask your conscience, ask yourself, is this true? And whatever your heart tells you, you should go with it. Because I believe that your heart is connected to God. So whatever your heart tells you, I believe that that's what God wants. So please go with what your heart tells you. All right, so with that, if you are ready, I'm going to start with the first lecture of the series. It's titled One Family Under Heavenly Parent, or One Family Under God. In our movement, we call God our Heavenly Parent. I'll explain later why in another video, but for now, when I say Heavenly Parent, please understand that I'm referring to God. So what is this vision of one family under Heavenly Parent? Let's explore together. First, when do you feel peace? Some people may feel peace when they take a nap, when they eat good food, when they play with their friends, when they watch a nice movie, which is true. You can feel peace during these times, but this type of peace doesn't last forever, does it? As we continue to live our lives, we encounter situations where we feel stressed out, we feel mad or sad or upset. We don't feel at peace. This is because there are two types of peace. One is individual peace, which is the examples I've given to you, and the other is communal peace, which is long-lasting peace at the community level. And expand that peace to the world level and you get world peace, which is the type of peace that we all want, right? We want a world of peace. We all want this type of peace, but we see reality. There are so many social problems, such as hunger, poverty, war. Reality seems so far from the vision of world peace that we all desire. Why is that? I think the reason is because when we see these problems, we just see it as someone else's problems. We don't care enough about it. But what if these problems were happening to someone close to you, like your family? What if your sister was the one suffering hunger? What if your mother was the one undergoing poverty and couldn't afford the proper medications to treat her sickness? What if your brother was the one fighting in the war? If these things were happening to someone like your family, someone close to you, then they don't seem like someone else's problem. They seem like your problem now. It's connected to you. And you do whatever you could to end these problems, right? If we start seeing each other as our family members, then social problems like this will no longer become insignificant problems that I can just overlook. No, they become my problems. So, in other words, when we shift our perspective just a little like this, their problem becomes my problem. True peace or long-lasting peace, this world peace, begins when we see one another not as strangers, but as family. Just as we wish for our loved ones to live in peace, we should also wish for our neighbors and every person in the world to feel peace. This heartfelt desire is the starting point of our vision, one human family. Recognizing this simple truth is the foundation of a peaceful world. It is about creating a culture where we understand and respect one another as family, of shifting from a mindset of receiving love to one of giving love. This is the vision of one human family that we aspire to achieve. True peace is not merely the absence of war or conflict. It is achieved when we genuinely care for and look after one another like a true family. Only then can peace be lasting and unchanging rather than temporary. For example, even if we reach negotiations between Ukraine and Russia to end the war, that's not true peace. True peace comes about when Russians love Ukrainians as their brothers and sisters, and when Ukrainians love Russians as their brothers and sisters. That's when true peace comes about. However, we come to the question, with so many different cultures and backgrounds and values, is it really possible for 8 billion plus people to come together as one family? For us to unite as one, we need something shared, something that can connect and bind us together. In other words, we need a common goal. So what is needed to understand each other and overcome our differences? If you have siblings, I think you'll understand this. But when siblings fight and they come to a point where they cannot solve the problem on their own, then what happens? One of them or both of them, they go to their parent, and the parent comes and judges the situation and comes with a solution, right? They resolve the conflict. Similarly, humanity needs a parental figure who can unite us all. We believe that this figure is God, and we call this God our heavenly parent. If we all came from the same root and had a central being, a parent who connects us, how would our perspective of one another change? If we realized that we were originally one family. Humanity has dreamt of a world of peace for so long, and we've done our best to achieve a world of peace. And thanks to those efforts, peace has come temporarily, but as we see, it hasn't lasted long. Why is that? The reason is that we have viewed peace merely as a matter of resolving conflicts, just ending the problem, and we think that it's peace, but that's not true. True peace is only possible when we see each other not as separate beings, but as one family. True peace begins with becoming one through love. This vision is not a dream. If humanity is truly reborn as one family under Heavenly Parent, peace will become a reality in our lives. When each of us decides to change our perspective and respect and love one another as family, we can start to achieve true, long-lasting peace. Therefore, peace starts with me. It starts with each of us changing our perspective and seeing the person in front of us as our brother, as our sister. When we really see each other and love each other, respect each other as our family, that's when peace comes about. That's when long-lasting peace comes about. In this video, I explained to you what this vision of one human family under Heavenly Parent means. Ultimately, it all begins with us, with you, with me. with us changing our perspective and seeing each other as brothers and sisters, as one family under Heavenly Parent, under God. So in the next videos, I'll elaborate more on exactly what we can do to make this dream into a reality, and also how God has been working behind the scenes in human history to make this dream into a reality. So thank you so much for watching this video, and see you next time.